Hello, this is for test 2-2 review. So let's see, what do you need to know in order to be successful? Again, you may forward this video to the question that you don't understand, or you can watch the video in its entirety. Number one, what you have to know is you have to know how to put a rational number from least to greatest or greatest to least. There are many ways to do it. One way you can do it, let me get my pen first of all. Pen, pen, pen. Let's see. I'll use green. So one way to do it is you could turn the fraction to a decimal. You could also draw a model, because I had some kids who actually drew. I had one girl who did this on the last test. She drew a rectangle. She did it into 4 spots. 2/3. She cut into 2/3, and she shaded in 2/3 of it. Half is here, which is 2/3 is more than half. Half is half. 3/5 is 1, 2, 3 is more than half, and 3/4 is more than half. So which one is the least shaded of all? A, B, C, D. B is shaded the least. Then it looks like C, then A, then D. So that's one way you could have done it. Another way you could do it is turn it into a decimal. How do you say this fraction 2/3 as a division problem? 2 divided by 3. Then you just divide. 2 divided by 3. So 3 goes in 2. Can 3 go in 2? 0 times. How do you get rid of this remainder? Annex is 0. 3 goes in 26 times. 2 is the remainder. Annex is 0. 3 going 26 times, so it's 0.66 repeating. Half is 50 hundredths. 3/5, how do you say that is a division problem? 3 divided by 5. So I do 3 divided by 5. Can 5 go in 3? 0 times. How do I get rid of this remainder? Annex is 0. And 5 goes in 36 times. So 0 and 6/10. But we want to be in the hundreds place to match up with the rest, so you annex is 0, 60 hundred. Then 3/4 is 7,500. So that's the reason why least is 50, 60, 66, and 75. And the last way to do is find a common denominator like you did in 5th grade. 60 is a common denominator, and you build it up. Many ways to do this. What else do you need to know to be successful in the upcoming test? How to graph an ordered pair or a coordinate. So again, you always start at the origin. X tells you need to go to horizontal. So 3.5 means that this is negative, this is positive. So I go 1, 2, 3.5 right there. Y means you go vertical. This is negative 4,7,500. That means I need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little more. So somewhere right here. So right, go right and below. Number 3, Mr. Atkinson has 2.5 pounds of dry fish food. He shared 1/4 pounds with each friend. How many friends does he have? So he's sharing. When you're sharing, you're giving it away. So you're dividing it up into smaller groups. So he starts with 2.5 dry fish food, and he shared 1/4 pound with each friend. So what do you have to turn this mixed number to? Improper fraction, 5/2. So we have 5/2 divided by 1/4, and then you flip the which fraction? The second fraction. That is called reciprocal. So 5/2 times 4/1 is 20/2. Let's simplify it. We divide by 2, simplify, divide by 2, and we get 10/1, or just 10. How many friends does he have? 10 friends. If you came up with a decimal or fraction, that would have not make any sense. Number 4, Mary bought 2 and 5/10 pounds of apples. 1 pound, 2 pound, and a half pound. It costs $1.20 per pound. Remember, per pound means for every 1 pound. So if it's half a pound, how much would that cost? 60 cents. So $1.20 plus 60 cents is $3. Or maybe you prefer to multiply, because what is a faster way of doing repeated addition? Multiply. So if I took away this decimal point and took away this one, it's like 120 times 25. So I multiply 120 times 25. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry to 1. So scratch. lay an egg. 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2. It adds up to 3,000, but we have to jump it how many places? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hence, it is 3.000, or just $3. Number 5, how do you write a multiplication expression for 4/5 divided by 3/4? So again, you have to flip the second fraction by flipping around 4/3. Change the division to multiplication. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 3 is 15. So 16/15, or 4/5 times 4/3. Number 6, which set of circles have a ratio of 1 to 3 for shaded to unshaded? So shaded to unshaded. So let's take shaded, unshaded. Shaded is 2, unshaded is 6. Can you simplify that? I believe you could divide by 2, 1/3. Oh, set 1. Another way to do it is, can you build 1/3 to another equivalent ratio? You multiply it by 2, multiply 2, and you get 2, 6. 2 shaded, 6 unshaded. Or you can build it by 3, and get 3 9ths. 3 here, but this is supposed to have 9 unshaded, so I know that's wrong. Number 7, the pictograph shows the number of samples of matters being tested for an experiment. The ratio of, which statement is not true? Each flask represents 5 samples. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 5. The ratio of gas, so gas to liquid is represented by 1/10. Let's see, gas is 5, liquid is 25, or another way, it's already simplified already, so it'd be 1/5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. But it says 1/10, so that one is incorrect. That is not correct. The ratio is comparing two numbers, and you do have to simplify it. So now the rest of it is just using tables. We learned this during class. I like making tables. I think making tables make it very easy to understand, but again, personal choice, whatever you want to do. A McDonald's manager found that in an 8-hour period, they had 2,400 people. What is the rate of French fries sold per hour? Per means 1 each hour. So this is about, let's see, people, an hour. So where would I put 2,400? Under people. How many hours was that? 8 hours. So we put 1 hour. What's the relationship from 8 hour to 1 hour? Divide by 8. So if you divide 2,400 divided by 8, it's 300. So it's 300 people for 1 hour, 300 for each hour, 300 people per hour. Number 9, the table shows the cost of different number of notebooks. How much will Monica pay per notebook? How many notebooks am I talking about? One notebook. One notebook. So I can make a table again. NB is for notebook cost. So let's see, 3 notebooks cost $3.75. But I need to drop it down to 1 notebook. So what's the relationship here? Divide by 3, divide by 3. So what is $3.75 divided by 3? It goes in 1 time. 3 goes 7 2 times. Bring down to 5. 3 goes 15 5 times. So each notebook costs, 1 notebook costs $1.25. Number 10, let's make a table. 6 out of 18 people in Mrs. Marlin's class buy pizza for lunch on Fridays. So there's 6 people, pizza, 18 students. At this rate, if there are 240 students in the entire school, how many students can be expected to buy pizza? So it's about pizza and students. So 6 out of 18. So 240 will go where? On the bottom. So, there are many ways to solve it. Let me use a different pen color to show you the different relationship. Again, it's how you choose to see it. Some people see it as up and down. Some people see it as an up and down relationship. What's the relationship between 6 and 18? What's the relationship between 6 and 18? It's 3 times. Or break it down, divide by 3. Divide by 3. What's 240 divided by 3? Goes in 24 8 times. 80. That's one way you can see it. Some people can figure out what do I need to multiply 18 by to get 240. So how many 18s go into 240? 18 go in 24 one time. Remainder 6, bring down 0. I think it's 5 times. So the relationship is times 15. So 6 times 15 is 80. Some people, I know, that's the problem. There's so many different possibilities. You can simplify this. Some people say, let's simplify it. Let's divide both numbers by 3. And I get 2. 18 divided by 3 is 6. How do I build 2 back to 80 times 40 times 40? And that's, how do I build 6 to 240 times 40 times 2 times 40, 80. So again, many ways to solve it. Up and down or side-to-side relationship. And the last one, complete the table. So complete the table. So there's 5 dogs, 4 cats. So how do you build it to 10 dogs? You times it by 2. So times it to 8. How do you build it to 15? Times 3. That's 12. How do you build it to 20? Times 4. That's 16. So there is a multiplying relationship. We're not adding, we're multiplying. We're doubling it, tripling it, quadruple. Oh, here's our last question, number 12. Lydia has 2 pieces of string. The red ribbon is, I think it's only 1 through 11. I'm not sure if there's a number 12, but number 12 is right here. I don't think there. I think the review only goes up to 1 through 11. Okay, well, very good. Good luck on your